Our message today is for somebody who puts a great deal of pressure on themselves. I feel this Eight of Swords as a Nine of Swords energy, very anxious, very like feeling trapped or stuck. I can feel it in my chest, like a squeezing or tightening in the chest, maybe trouble breathing. There's something around that is, it flips a switch inside of yourself. You could be feeling pretty good. You could be having a good day. This anxiety switches on and it's like a kill switch is what I heard. It's like the sun disappears and all is suddenly gray, and where once there was hope, there's worry, there's anxiety, and it can be quite traumatic feeling with this death and rebirth card. I'm feeling it like fear of death even. Perhaps it's a diagnosed or could be diagnosed anxiety disorder. It's messing with your Ten of Cups here, which is your wish fulfillment, your goals, just your enjoyment even in the day-to-day. I'm really drawn to just, it's a normal day for these individuals in this card. It's a happy, normal day. Spirit is saying that the Eight of Swords is here rather than the Nine of Swords. Move that so we can see. The Eight of Swords is here rather than the Nine of Swords because it is it's created within oneself. So there is a real need. I'm going to look to the bottom of the deck. We have the Four of Swords in the Judgment card. Oops. Yeah, you see how the card just kind of did a whirly whirl and flipped upside down? There's an element of choice here. So Spirit is saying that you can choose when you're feeling anxious to continue to feed the anxious thoughts, so to let yourself get swept away by them, so to speak, or you can pause. You can shut down your thought for that moment. You can decide that you're going to worry about X, Y, or Z at a later date. You're not going to worry about it right this moment. For right that moment, you're going to Four of Swords it. You're going to take some deep breaths. You're going to plant your feet on the earth. You're going to turn off your thought and try and think of nothing for even just 10 seconds or 20 seconds. You're going to listen to a song you love. You're going to send a text to someone you love. You're going to do something to interrupt that anxious thought. And you're going to find that you will have less catastrophic thoughts throughout the day. As you practice, it'll get easier and easier and easier to judgment, turn the thought off, and Four of Swords it, as I said before, which will have a real impact on your Ten of Cups. I am sending big, big love because it is easy for me to sit and say this as a reader. It's harder to put it into practice when it is your life. And I know that because I struggle with anxiety myself, which has been at times crippling in my own life. So certainly I can appreciate that this is quite an obstacle to tackle. However, Spirit is saying that you have the ability, Judgment card, you decide, you have the power to choose. Spirit wants you to feel empowered. I am sending big, big love.